No,
Unfortunately.
ma'am. So what's so important that you couldn't wait, and how long are we talking about the wait?
Well,
But
I
it's
mean,
got
I'm
to
just
come.
saying, I don't know. Like you
This
gotta go.
imaginary man that's taking so long that you got to spend unnecessary money.
No, I'm just saying, what if he's at work and something happened and I
Mm-hmm.
still have my duties that I have to
Mm-hmm.
do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to wait on you. And then what? Are you going to help me complete my duties? Because the way that he was talking was like, this is what you have to do. This is what I have to do. Keep it separate.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up and just move on, move forward. So, like I'm just saying, whatever the duties are,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm using it as an example that sometimes even the women have to step into the duty of what the man's duty is supposed to be. And sometimes that's getting a tire change. It may not be raising the tire on the jack, taking the tire off and putting a new tire on. It may not be to that depth, but she can, if as long as it's a little enough air to make it to the
I think
tire
that
shop.
I think what sums it up is as long as everybody is doing the same amount,
Yeah, it
nobody
should be
feels
50
like,
50.
like they're like whoever's getting exhausted, somebody else ain't put what
If
needs to be
it's
put.
if that's the dynamic, you know, because he's saying, basically like, what are you crying for, right? So that dynamic was based upon a working class woman and a working class man.
Right, right,
So it
right.
should be no problem with all hands being
That's
on
what I'm
deck
saying.
and getting in where you fit in.
So 50-50 or whatever percentage people want to put on it, I guess that would make sense. As long as one person isn't doing more, because how do you gauge who works harder when they're at work and who gets more on the back, who gets paid more, it's a lot that goes into trying to figure out
Those things don't.
the equality of the
No,
relationship.
those. I mean, like working can be exhausting by itself. It can be depending on what field you're in. It can be mentally draining or physically draining. It just depends
Hmm.
on what you're doing.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like just get in where you fit in to get things done